Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Matter of Opinion and Hold Up, Hear Me Out though, collaboration. How you
Yeah,
guys doing tonight, this evening? Well, how you guys doing this evening, fellas?
we're good. Apologize for being late. I'm sorry.
Doing
I
great,
heard, I
doing
Hey,
heard
great,
you up. How you doing
it,
there?
it
doing
happens,
great.
man. Yo, my body feel tore up from the flow up because of working, man. Like,
It's
yeah,
okay. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. That's all right,
yeah,
man.
it
That
is.
means
I'm
you're
getting
focused.
broken in. I'm getting broken in. So
Oh,
it is what it is. But
It's all good, man. You
we
got
gotta
done.
make it happen. We gotta make it happen. So you
facts.
guys
That's
know
it.
what the theme is. You guys know what the theme is for tonight. Um,
Yes, sir.
everybody, thanks for joining us on this live. You know, usually we do it on Fridays, but yeah, it unfortunately it didn't happen. But we here tonight to make it happen. So the
Yeah, yeah.
theme for tonight is: can a woman be submissive if a man is broke? That's gonna be an interesting topic. So we got a couple of we got two videos that speaks on this matter, and then we got a last article of a crazy situation that we're gonna get into and have a discussion on it. So without further ado, let's get right into it because we don't want to hold anybody up because we got an hour show for you guys. So all right. So let's pull up the first joint for you guys and gals here.
Hey,
All
what's
right.
up, Erica?
You said
Erica
what?
Pierre. What's
Said,
going on,
thank you,
Erica?
Erica
What's
Pierre.
going on, Erica Pierre? Thanks for joining us on this evening. All right.
For sure.
So we got this bad boy queued up. So let me turn the volume up so everybody could hear. All right. So let's see what this lady got to say.
Mm.
Been divorced before. My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away
So why did you guys get a divorce?
because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work and work and work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
All right. Before we continue, like, what do you guys think about the part that she just said right there?
With the part with wanting a different life, an
No,
upgrade.
like working, and not having resources, stuff like that. That part
So,
that she basically said.
My life.
sounds like to me. Sounds like to me. Sorry. Good evening, yo. Sounds like to me that number one, she wasn't that patient. Um, Number two, didn't really believe in her husband, um, like fully have faith in him to come through. Um, she's saying she got tired of him putting in that many hours of work
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and nothing showing for it. Yet she said that she was also working, so makes me wonder. Well, maybe maybe y'all budgeting wasn't right. Um,
Her
you know,
mindset isn't right. If you just listen to her,
yeah, oh
like,
yeah, I was getting there too. It's like that's what I'm
oh,
saying. It's like this just clearly she said it. She was there for the money, so it's like he was there for the wrong reasons.
But
Um,
here's the thing though,
I mean, here's it.
because even if you with a man that got money, even like let's just say like a Jeff Bezos or something, these guys are busy because it take like when it comes to making money, time is something that is what makes the money. You get what
But
I'm saying? You got
but
to
she
put
doesn't
that
want to
work
work.
in,
She don't want to
huh?
work though. If she had a
No,
Jeff Bezos, she doesn't have to work.
no, she doesn't have to work, but still, he's gonna be busy a lot.
Facts.
exactly.
You
Every
get what I'm
a
saying?
man is always gonna be busy.
It's
Always.
like if you got money, you're gonna be chasing paper, no
Facts.
matter what. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but all right,
100
let's
feet.
continue. Let's continue.
Reading.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle. than he was able to provide. And so you said, this, I'm out here, I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like, you knew that was your soulmate, right? I mean,
Wow, so he was your soulmate?
it's hard because I knew how he still felt about me.
He just loved you.
He really
And
did.
you broke his heart. Oh, don't cry, Tip.
I wouldn't feel bad for her.
Yeah.
No sympathy over here for that, man. Like, you'll go ahead, Loss.
Can I take lead on this? Okay.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
my thing.
yeah.
This is why when people paint that narrative of, you know, you got to marry for love and stuff like this, to me, I'm not buying it.
What, married
The
for
reason
love?
why,
Married for love?
yeah, like love is the main focus. I'm not buying that because there
I don't.
there's many times in when you on that journey that your love is not going to be as strong. It's going to get strong, it's going to weak. It's going to get strong, it's going to wane. It's going to get strong, it's going to wane. There has to be other elements that make you want to be with that person. You get what I'm saying? So, and the thing with the financial thing is what's dumb on her part is finances could change at a drop of a dime.
Yes.
You could not be making money today, or you could be working a deadbeat job or whatever, and you putting out applications or whatever, and you land that job that's gonna make you that money.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, her reason for leaving is one of the dumbest reasons because finances can always change. It's just like if you're with a woman that's a breadwinner,
Mhm.
at any drop of a dime, she could lose that job, or you could wind up landing a job that's worth more than what she's making.
Yeah.
So she
They
made a
think it's
poor
true.
choice on that because if you're telling me that this dude loved you unconditionally and the reason why you left was because of finances and there was nothing really else that was negative, so to speak, you made a poor choice, man. And I don't know what her story is as far as like who she moved on to, whatever that case is, but
She remarried.
the,
She remarried and like is living the life that she was talking about. But
okay, but
here
is
she is
she
now.
like is she happy with the dude or whatever?
Not sure, but
She
Okay,
doesn't sound like she is.
I
exactly,
was just
because
gonna
the way
say
she was
the
talking, she sound
yeah.
all right.
Like
But I
regret, right?
digress. I digress. You guys take the floor and give me your opinion on the matter because yeah,
Um, it's I just find it comical that um she says that she wanted, the money at first,
mhm.
realizes it after, but you want to say the whole time he was your soulmate. So he's your soulmate, but you didn't stick with him till the end. You know the vows that you made till death do us part.
Yeah.
Sickness and health.
Richer
That
and
includes
poor.
the financials, rich or poor.
You
Remember all
know?
that? You remember
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
So clearly,
Yeah.
gentlemen, it just goes to show you. I'm talking to the audience. It's never enough. It's never enough. They always want more. Always. That's a clear example right there. Now she wants to make it what we're gonna feel sorry for you because you're crying now because I made a mistake. Again, they always think the grass is greener on the other side until they go to the other side,
That's the
and it ain't
problem.
and it ain't
You
greener.
gotta water your grass.
Facts.
Yeah, and then they got regrets. Like, listen to her. I know she regrets it in the pits of her soul. You
Yes.
can see it. It's like yo, the man loved me. And from what it sounded like that wasn't even his son. It sounded like it was her son. So he was the
Yes.
stepfather. And he
Yes.
even accepted you
Facts.
with your
Mhm.
child, loved you both dearly, grinded from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Friday, probably 7 days a week. And that was not enough.
Wow.
Do
Gentlemen,
you know? Do you know how?
notes.
Do you know how hard it is for a man to accept
Wow.
a child that's not his as his own child?
That's
What?
extremely tough. What?
That's
Yo,
extremely hard. That's extremely
it
hard.
very. He's like he's the rarity. Like there is a very slim, well, don't let me say slim. There's a small percentage that are
Mhm.
willing to do that
Yeah.
Yeah.
and put in that much work to make sure y'all good.
And then she left him.
And then all that was in vain.
See,
Was in vain.
here's the
That's
thing. I'm gonna let you go, June. I just gotta add this in. Here's the thing.
my fault. Too.
The thing that she doesn't realize is, I guarantee you that man don't want to work those long hours. But the reason why he's working them long hours is to make sure he provide a decent life for
Yeah.
her and her son.
Yes.
Like any man, you ask any man, like you do get some men who love working, but if you ask me, if I can make what I'm making working 60 hours a week in 40 hours,
Of
what the
course.
hell do you think I'm taking? I'm taking the 40 hours ASAP. That gives me more time to, do me, so to speak.
Yes.
So she just totally negate that this man is working all those hours to make sure that you guys got a roof over your head. Your son is taken care of. A son that is not his child. That's her child, and he accepted as his. So it's go ahead, June, because
See,
it's
but I agree with what both of y'all said and what Miss Pierre said. She said
yeah,
it was people was in her ears. Because if
yeah,
you have everything,
yeah.
and then you did that, come on. It's art. I don't know. That made me feel sad because I'm like, dang, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to bust my butt to hold, and
Yeah.
it's like to get nothing for her to leave you.
I'm gonna drop the link in the description. If
Yo, that's
anybody,
sad.
like, especially a woman, if a woman want to call in and give their perspective on it, I
Yes.
would love to hear their perspective.
Yes.
Because yeah, and for
Yeah.
those who just tuned in, you had a woman who basically left. She admits to divorcing she admits to divorcing her loving husband for no reason other than wanting more money to fit a lifestyle that she desired. That's basically what the video that we played that you guys missed, that are just tuning in. But yeah,
And
man, like, go ahead, Rex.
no, I'm just saying. By the way, um, her ex husband, um, couldn't handle like the divorce or whatever. Like he
Mhm.
passed away. Like
Wait, how did
Ooh,
he pass away though? Like, I hope he didn't commit suicide. That's on her.
I'm not sure. I didn't hear commit suicide, but I heard he like passed. Not exactly sure how so, but they didn't specify that it was
Probably
suicide.
natural. Hopefully it's
I'm
natural.
yo,
hopeful it's not, but like, yo, that's
I'm sorry.
whether he passed or not. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yo,
Y'all married. Well, I want y'all to hear me coming from a single bachelor. This is very discouraging to get married. I just want to let y'all know this. This is very discouraging for me, and I know many others that have seen it. It's very discouraging, man. To know that's messed up, man.
I mean, it's
That's
scary as a husband. Like that,
Say that
that
again?
can happen to you. It's scary to me.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like,
all men try to
bro,
bust their butt. Like we work to the bone. Like whatever we're doing, we try to do it to like all day. It's
bro,
scary to me.
that's
see,
what I'm saying. It's yeah.
this is a the thing is, like, when it comes to marriage, this is the thing that men like. Women always wonder why men drag their feet when it comes to marriage and stuff like that. It's because that's the only thing that we have to like hold on to. because after
Mhm.
that moment everything changes. And once a man decides I'm gonna marry this woman or whatever, like, wholeheartedly marry her or whatever, it's like, yo, till death do us part, so to speak.
Mhm.
And like everybody, like whenever you talk about the divorce rate at being 80 something percent on the women end, everybody like to bring up the fact of cheating, right?
Mhm.
But that's a minuscule percentage of it. It's like 20 something percent of it. So where's the
Mhm.
other 70%? You get
Like
what I'm saying? Like, where's the other
basically
70% factor? You know,
on how they felt, how they
yeah,
feel at
Right.
the time.
yeah, exactly.
Basically, it's
Yeah,
all off how they feel.
yeah. But
But honestly,
Crazy.
it's. I mean, that's. I won't say that's the like. Obviously, there's other factors, but that's a major one in there. Is
yeah,
like how they feel at the time. It's like, oh, reconcilable. What is it? Reconcile. Well,
reconcilable differences.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Bro,
That's
this
why
is
you broke it up because of that?
and no
That's
attack
wild.
on women, but I think they always want more. And not I don't want to I feel like it's all of them. I feel like they always want more and they want to be with someone who could open a bigger door where they could be looked at and like people dropping their jaws. But I feel like women want that. And for you to leave someone, your soulmate, she said, she left her
Mhm.
soulmate for more. I would not. I would take living on the streets
What
for
more
my
is
soulmate. And that's
there? Like
real
your
talk.
soul, for real
Here's
though.
my thing. Here's my thing. If you want if you want more, why not pitch ideas or try and build with them to gain that more
Yes,
that you're looking
Hmm.
for? You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, and this is the thing. Like, this
exactly.
is not like, because the point of conversations like this is to bring people together, not to discourage people from, tying the knot and building long-term relationships. This is why I said in the beginning of my soliloquy was, don't make love your only reason for like getting to that point of marriage with somebody, because everybody always think love usurps all, and love doesn't usurp all. Everybody
And
think, oh, if you love me then you shouldn't have did XYZ, or you should do XYZ. No, because I hear this a lot where it's like, oh, if he loves me or she loves me, they should accept me as I am. No, what about if you love him or you love her? Why not you go that extra mile to do whatever it is he or she desires? So if you're going to turn around and say love should make this person do this, love should also make you do that too, that
yes,
person is looking for. So it's always one-sided when people try and bring up love usurps all, but it's never for the actions that they should be doing themselves. It's like a scapegoat that these people use when it comes to love, just so that they don't got to step their game up and be a better version of themselves. And to me, that's ridiculous. So
Hmm.
don't only make love the only reason why you tie the knot with that person or get into a long-term relationship and stick with that person. Find other things. Your negatives have to balance off, or that, like, your negatives, that other person have to counteract it. If you're laid back, find a person that's happy go lucky. If you're a person who, don't like to go outside, find a chick that's a gamer or something that don't mind being in the house, or whatever the case
whatever.
may be. You
Crazy.
need to
Wow.
find that person that balances out.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
if your whole purpose is, oh, I want money, then yo, find a rich person.
But
Hmm.
You get what
well,
I'm saying?
if that's what she did, if she did find a rich person, right? Do you feel like she did make the right decision leaving who was trying their hardest for her and then going to the money?
Well, you can
It-
clearly see that she did, and now she's like, "Damn, maybe I
I,
made a mistake." You know what I'm
yeah, she
saying?
knows
So
she
she
did.
sees right there
yeah, because
she
yeah,
messed up.
and don't get me wrong.
True.
If you're in a situation where this, like, okay, say you're in a long-term relationship, or long-term relationship, because
Uh-huh.
marriage is different. If you're in a long-term relationship and you see, like, you're literally like unhappy and you're offering a shell of yourself to that person, walk away.
Hmm.
But if it gets to the point of marriage, all those T's should be crossed and all those I's, the I's should be dotted already. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. People can go through phases where it's like, yo, this part of my life, that part of my life. But at the end of the day, that's the bed you made, and accept it. Because it's like, yo, if you have a child or something like that, like for a woman, if you have a child or something like that, that's the bed you made. You got to lay in it for having that child and providing for that child. You get what I'm saying? You just can't up and just leave. Now you get some crazy women who up and just leave and do some crazy things to children or whatever. But it's your responsibility once you take that vow to decide to have that child. So once you took that vow to decide to get married and tie the knot, that's the bed you made. You got to lay in it. You get what I'm
Wait,
saying? So
wait,
you should
so
have all those doubts that you had.
uh-huh.
You should have. Your last moment to back out was when you was on that altar to say I do or I do not.
It's because you believe in marriage. The people who don't. But when you say shell of yourself, what do you mean? Like what's because I may be a shell of myself with my wife where she wants more attention. And it's like I'm so focused on what I'm doing where I feel like I'm giving a shell of myself. Like I feel like I'm putting work. I even told her today, I'm like, dang, our curse, because of the fall was guys is gonna work their bones off and women are gonna chase us. And I'm like, that sucks. Like I'm giving a shell of myself to her. But I wouldn't leave because I don't want to leave. Like, am I hurting her? I mean,
Okay.
because I want to be better.
That's why I specifically said marriage is different than
Oh,
a
okay.
long-term relationship.
All right.
Marriage, you
Let me
work
hear
through
that.
whatever thick and thin, and you find a resolution, so to speak. But if you're in a long-term relationship, let's just say, right? And as a matter of fact, I'm not gonna name no names or nothing like that. But
Dating?
yeah, dating.
Okay.
If you have a situation, right, where person is dating and it's a possibility like they're having issues with their baby mother, so to speak, where it's like, yo, they can like the baby mother is keeping the child away from them, right? So it's
Right.
like, yo, right now I really can't focus on this relationship because I'm trying to get custody of my kids. Like I'm trying to win this custody battle for my kids or whatever. So if I'm not in a situation where I can have my kids, it's a problem. And remind you, that person has like a felony, so to speak, right? Has a felony on their record. So right there, they're at a loss as
Disadvantage.
far as
Yeah.
like trying to win custody battle, so to speak.
Right.
So that person needs to get like their record expunged or whatever before they can even take it there to try and fight to get the custody battle. So that
Full
individual,
custody?
yeah, not full custody, but at least joint
Okay.
custody. Because right now, whatever the mother says pretty much goes because you have no power. And if it's like, oh, I
Oh
want to
wow.
take it to court, you're going to lose the battle because you have a record, so to speak, right? So that person was like, yo, right now this is what I need to focus on. And if I don't take this route of doing what I got to do, I'm going to be miserable and you're literally going to get a shell of myself. I can't be in a relationship right now because these are things that I have to handle because I want my children. You get what I'm saying? So in a case like that or something, you're gonna give that person a shell of yourself. And I know for me,
That's facts.
I don't want a shell of a person.
No.
Either give me your all or
Keep it
you get what
stepping.
I'm saying? Keep it
Yeah.
stepping. Handle what you gotta handle. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you have a situation where you're gonna give that person a shell of
Mhm.
yourself, then you might as well walk away. And this is where I say, when it comes to like marriage, it's a whole different ball game. It's like, yo, whatever the case may be, find therapy or whatever it is for you to handle your handle. Because like I said, once it goes to that point of tying the knot, it's like a whole different ball game, so to speak. Unless it's like an arranged marriage or something,
So,
where it's some kind of like financial gain and stuff, but that's a whole different category and stuff like
do
that.
you
Because
believe
you
in
have
those?
situation, huh?
Do you believe in those?
Yeah, I do.
Arranged arranged
I,
marriage?
I believe that I believe in arrange like because you know people who be like, yo, if you marry this person so they can get citizenship, you'll pay you 10 grand or whatever, 15 grand. But I know women that did that. They caught feelings for the dude, and the dude is like, yo, I'm living my best life, and they're getting pissed off, like, yo, I'm literally this guy's wife. And I'm like, wasn't it a business arrangement? Like,
Yeah, like
you
you
feel
put
me?
in,
Like,
right?
wasn't this a business
Whatever.
arrangement? So how are you
Yeah.
catching feelings and you expect him to? But
And
yeah,
that's
that's
allegedly
another
too.
story. Yeah, that's another story for
Yeah.
another day. But yeah, man, this is gonna lead into the next video we're gonna play that speaks on the same subject. So let me cue this up. And Shorty went in. Shorty went in. All right.
Mm.
Y'all seen this post right here? Where this girl says she can't submit to a broke man? Why not? What happened if he broke, he got good credit, and he's a great man? But you got the plug to help put him in position so that he could be able to provide for you guys the way that you want. You still ain't gonna deal with him. Because it's all about a woman being put in position over a man, and the man is supposed to solely provide for a woman, and that's just it. What happens? You'll never, let me tell you what you're never gonna hear though. You're never gonna hear a man say, I can't deal with no broke bitch. You as rare as you gonna hear that. Or I can't submit to a broke woman. Because one thing about submission is a revolving door and it goes both ways. So you can't help put your man in position. See, the thing about that is you ain't even gonna be able to identify a great man because you're worried about the wrong thing. And the thing about a lot of these type of women right here, see, these type of women will subject themselves and deal with a man that's ain't shit but got money and ain't the best version of himself so that he could be able to put y'all in position. He ain't even the best version of him. But because he got money, you'll be willing to submit yourself to that. Caught me back.
That's deep, yo.
What's
Yeah.
her
That's
what's her
deep.
number? Because she's. I just want to call
That's
her back
deep. That's
to
deep.
speak.
Yo,
Um,
the thing that she said that stood out to me was, you like, this the man that don't have the money could have the good qualities or whatever, but basically the ones that don't have the good quality, you'll overlook it because of the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But go ahead, Rex, because you seem like you was ready to go in on the matter.
It's because they want to live the lavish lifestyle. Most want to live the lavish lifestyle. Like if they can do little to nothing, yeah, they're gonna go for the dude with the money and overlook everything else. Again, because they want to live a certain lifestyle, the lavish lifestyle. Like they say, can you be submissive, or can a woman be submissive to a broke dude, or if he's broke? Um, I don't know. It seems like every other race seems to have that down pat, except for us. Um, I mean,
Yep.
you got
And
you got the Mexicans working from sun up, the
Mm-hmm.
4 a.m.
They
till
ride.
10 p.m. You know those ones? And they
hmm
still come home to a submissive wife with the meal cooked, drink and all
Old
that.
school was like that.
And they broke.
yeah,
They just get by. I mean, just.
yeah,
They
Then that's about
hell,
love.
they'll live the rest of their life. They ain't even gonna be rich. They literally just make it just above the poverty line. If that, all they care about is family. They got the
That's it.
family. Like that's it. That's all
this,
it's about. But
this
again, they want to live a certain lifestyle because they want to be able to just go on the fancy trips, have all the nicer, finer clothes, designer clothes, and stun on their friends, post it all on Instagram, Facebook, and all to get a whole heap of likes, brag about places where they've been to, what they bought, expensive drinks they've been drinking, all that stuff. It's the
That's very
stunt.
true.
It ain't not. It has nothing to do with they. These women
96
want to be wives, huh?
96 waiver asked a good question. He said define broke. In my opinion, broke is like you're living check to check, getting by, a roof over your head, able to, eat every day or whatever, but you basically don't have room for like if an emergency happened,
How
like the
about a
car
vacation? How
breaks
about a
down or something
vacation?
like that. Yeah, or a
Basically,
vacation.
you're
You know,
working to survive. Basically,
yeah, you're working to survive, so to
to
speak.
survive.
Like, like, and I know people who do that, and they're happy as ever. Like they're happy, like no drama, no BS or nothing like that. They're happy, just getting by. Like, don't get me wrong, they speak about like they'll speak about plans on how to make money and stuff like that, but you know how it goes, man. You could have a plan to make money and then an emergency pop up and all this other stuff. So things happen, man. So in my opinion, broke are people that are living like check to check and don't really have room for emergencies, so to speak.
Mhm.
Would you live like
Yeah,
that?
exactly. So broke is a person with little to no disposable income. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
And
Pretty.
something that Erica Pierre said, the problem is, where did she get this lifestyle knowledge from? Are you watching people on TV? Are you looking at the people around you? Because it is so much easier to enjoy what you have instead.
Come on,
And
we
I
we
agree.
know she's looking at it on TV, social media. You know, she's seeing her friends, or not necessarily friends, but people like, okay, majority of the wives are probably just at home enjoying the fruits of the husband's labor. Husband's probably working. They don't show the husband working. The long hours or whatever. They're going to show the parts when he's at home, and it seems like everything, because they're not going to show you the nitty gritty. They're going to show you the good parts. You know what I'm saying? So you're only seeing the parts. You're not seeing when he's hustling night and day, barely seeing his family and all that. You're just capturing the good parts when he is at home and they're enjoying time with the family. They're in this part of the world, that part of the world. You know what I'm saying? So you just getting caught up in the hype. So
Let,
that's where you're really getting it from, or
let me
or
let,
your one
let,
rich friends. Same deal.
let
But
me ask you this, right? Because the job of a man is to provide.
Yes.
mhm.
You get what I'm saying? The job of a man is to provide. So can a woman, like, can you be mad at a woman if she has certain expectations for a man as far as like his finances though?
Great,
Because
question.
if you ask women, I guarantee 90% of them will say, yo, I'd rather be stay home and not have to work.
Yes.
So it's kind of us on us the men to provide that, so to speak.
the
Facts.
the
So
pro-
we
the problem
uh-huh.
is, though, the problem is, yes, majority would like to stay at home and not work, but you have to understand, especially if you add children to the mix, for him to, and depending where you live, whatever city, state, whatever, you have to understand, for him to take care of you, himself, and one or multiple children on him by himself, he has
Then
to
she should be
make
with him.
uh, ex- he has to make a large amounts of money,
But let's
and
look at this.
it's a
But
very
let's look
small
at it like
percentage that
this,
make that
Rex.
much money.
Let's look
Yeah,
at
go
it
ahead.
like this, Rex. Though these women don't want to hear that. They just want final numbers. Because think about it. If you
But see,
have like
now
if
that's selfish.
but put it like this though. If you have your lady who is holding out on sex, right? For you,
Mhm.
and you
Holding
like, yo,
out.
I need to get that thing, and she's like, yo, I can't
You
because of
said holding out?
XYZ. Yeah, holding out on you. And she's like,
Nah,
well, I'm going through this or going, you like, I don't want to hear that. When I want some, make it happen.
I
Get
know
over
he's
whatever. You get
going.
what I'm saying? So it's like, I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, they're like, yo, I want final numbers here. Like,
Not. That's not wrong. That's not
you,
wrong. Because
it's not.
yes, it can be wrong. If she wants more, hey, we're the providers. We need to
It's
do more.
it's our job to step up.
Yes,
You
facts.
see what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying, Rex, but yo, we can't ask for all this stuff from women and then turn around and be like, well, nah, we got to step up
all
too,
right,
though.
all right. So then put in that work. Y'all want to be equal, right? Come get this money with me. You don't gotta go as hard as I am, but 70-30, what's up? 60-40. I'll be the 60 or 70. What's
Or
up?
See,
if
I'm
you or
Want to
if
get
you
you
see
more
me
bread,
on a
right? Come
or
make
if
this
you see me
bread.
on or if you see me on a business venture, you support me. You help me with this. You help me do that.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So okay.
be my personal assistant. What's up? And
See,
I'll
now
pay you. Don't worry. Plus, you get to
I'd rather
sleep
my
with the
wife
boss.
stay at
What's
home.
up? Like, come
Nah,
on, man.
I'd
Miss me
rather
with
her
the
stay at
BS.
home, yo.
You said you rather stay at home?
I'd rather her stay at home.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that. I'd rather hold the honey and you do all of the other tedious things I do not want to do. There's things I do not want to do. Like if the diaper's dirty, you
They
go
just
do it.
told
So
you they're
I'd
not
rather
trying to be
be at work.
submissive, bro.
What?
They
No,
remember.
no.
But I don't see you enough,
If I could
baby.
provide, my wife will
You
be
too.
submissive.
But I don't
Is
see
it?
you enough though. You doing 12-hour days. The kids don't see you though. You
Look,
working too hard.
he-
You
he-
missing birthdays, Christmas.
here,
You missing Easter.
here's what I
What's
will.
up? You work
Here,
too much.
here's what I
Yeah.
will say though. I don't agree that a woman should only be submissive if it comes to the finances. And I think it's something like I hate to say it, but I think it's something that's in black culture. Because
Hell yeah.
I dated a white woman, and at that time I wasn't working or nothing. She was the one working. You talking she paid everything and still respect me. Like I basically ran the show, so to speak. Like she was very submissive. And you don't like, yo, you get a black woman that's doing that, she's like,
Give me a
please.
reason to lead. No, give me
Yeah.
something to
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
better exactly. Unless you holding it down in the bedroom or something like that, they're like,
Yeah.
huh. They're like,
Yeah.
huh. Don't
You can
speak to me
you
like don't speak to me like you got a
but
large
bro,
Johnson.
it's
Look,
always
that's true.
conditional.
96 waiver. That's true.
It's always conditional because again, and you know, I see just more in the black community because you know I'm black. I can only speak from
Yeah.
that sense. But you know, it's like it's either okay, he's got the bread, he's taking care of us, but he ain't holding me down in the bedroom. I can't be that submissive. Or he is holding me down in the bedroom, but the bread ain't right. So still can't be submissive because it's like so you damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
I think
You
you want
know,
them
man.
100% submissive. Like everything I say, I want you to do. And that's where they'll seem like they're not submissive. Because my wife will submit, but there's little things here where she try to not submit. Like as far as, and for me, it's like, I get it. Like I can't, I'm not a dictator. You're not going to
Yeah.
everything I say do. That my son ain't going to do that. So how's she going to like that? For me, that's crazy for me to think that. That's why I'm like, I know she ain't going to submit to everything, but I'm still gonna go for everything. You feel me? But
Look,
she's
man.
not.
Look, man, I've been lobbying for OnlyFans for the longest, and I didn't get that.
Yeah, well,
Nah, nah, I mean, I'm like, yo, let's get this OnlyFans money going on. Nah, see, you ain't submissive, chick. You not submissive.
well,
Yo,
Erica
bro.
Pierre said, people have to be realistic though. If you know your household is not going to survive with only one income, then you have to either cut back on your expenses, lifestyle, or you have to work. And that's
agreed.
true.
Absolutely. Because
Basically making it work.
Facts.
Because you could work at a regular paying job and still live a decent like a like if you're the type that likes to go out and have vacation, you can work at a basic job and still go on vacations. That just means that your lifestyle at home, like you're spending, you gotta cut back. Like
Yeah,
tremendously.
you gotta have what you need and not what you want. So you
yeah,
gotta pick and choose. And I get it. Everybody wants to be like, yo, I just want to do what I want to do,
of
buy when
course.
I want to buy, go on vacation. But
Yeah,
yo, you're what people don't realize is that's the top 10%
But
of
that's
the
what I was trying to get to.
population in the world.
they could
That's
do
what I was
Not
trying
anything
to
they want.
tell you.
United States, in the world.
In the world. That's what I was trying to tell you
I
earlier.
know. I know.
For you for a man to get to that point again, top 10 in the world,
Yes.
regardless of race in the world. You
Yes.
understand? And
Mm.
and just know if you do get that top 10% man, know this. You will barely see him. He will be working like
Yes.
a mug. Trust me on
You got to
that.
schedule it.
But
Yeah,
you
you
know
got to
what?
schedule.
But I
Yeah, you
think,
got to schedule to see
but
him.
see, what I think, what I think with them women though, they're perfectly fine with that because a lot of women, what's the theme going on? I don't really need a man.
I hate that.
They
I
can
hate
just
that.
play, but they can just have their toys and stuff. So it's like, you mean
True.
to tell me I can live this lifestyle, not have
True.
to see you, and I can still
True.
please myself sexually?
Hmm.
Why not?
Yeah,
And
That
for
sounds
and
good
real.
to me. They're
yeah,
like, that sounds like a hell of a deal to me. I don't
and
care if
they
you're doing
seem
out doing whatever. If I could go
you're
buy
right.
this, this
Oh
bag and
God.
all these, yo, I'm good.
And they seem
So
more forgiving if you cheat out again, as long as you don't bring no diseases, don't have no
yeah,
kids
yeah,
outside the wedding,
yeah,
don't embarrass them, don't put them
Yeah.
in danger. They seem to be okay with it. They ain't
yeah.
happy, but they seem a
See,
little more forgiving.
you gotta
You know what I'm
connect. You
saying?
gotta connect the dots. It's I don't want men and stuff, and you're
Wow.
not home. Yo, just think about it.
That's
He's not home most of the time. I can go on shopping sprees. I
all
can
day.
please myself when I want.
All day.
Like, yo,
Eat
that's a
Are they
hell
whatever.
of a
really happy
deal.
though? But are they really happy though?
I
Really?
I don't
if
know.
if I was a woman, I'd be happy.
But for
Yeah,
how long, bruh?
don't get don't,
You have
don't
to
get
But
me
I
share
wrong.
your
but
man.
Yo,
I'd be
You
cheating.
have to
don't
share.
get me
But I'm
wrong.
saying, if you're a woman, you would have to share your
As in,
man. You
But
have to
here's the thing, though.
barely see.
I
he's sharing her
honestly, I,
too.
I, I honestly would think they'll go through like little spurts of ups and downs of like, damn, I do want my man here. But then when
Yeah.
they go shopping, it's like it goes out the window. Because think about it. When women go on vacation, what makes them feel good? Going to a spa,
Hmm.
doing this, do a little shopping.
Getting their
Yo,
hair.
when men we go on vacation, we're like, yo, all right, who we gonna smash? So it's like, yo, a man's vacation isn't on point unless he smashed something. You get what I'm saying? Like,
It's
yo,
like
a
if
dude,
it's a
a
business,
dude
things
can
like yeah.
a dude
Ooh.
can go on vacation. It rain or snowstorm every day of the week, staying at a Motel 6. If he got him some cheeks,
That's a
yo,
good
that
vacation.
vacation was the best.
Yeah.
You gotta
That's a
go
good.
out there, son. Like, yeah,
That's real. Wow.
yeah.
You know, the best.
I mean, like,
I don't know if it'll be
you
the
like,
best, but he'll
yeah,
be
you
like, okay, it wasn't a
exactly.
complete loss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, you still managed to get
right.
some
Yo,
like
like,
that.
wasn't you staying in the woods and it was lit like that, son? When I tell you,
Yeah,
bro, it was lit. Like, yeah,
that's crazy, right?
but yeah, women just think different. You get like they think different, So I can see why they'll be okay with that.
I don't think that's wrong anymore. I thought that was wrong before you just explained it. Where it's like,
Yeah,
duh, why wouldn't they like that? Like, there's gonna be times you sad, but yeah, that's not gonna be long. And
yeah,
Rick, the guy's sharing her too, because she's probably going out getting other
yeah,
guys. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's living the
yeah,
life.
yeah.
but
So
Wow,
I'm
that's
just saying,
terrible.
it's like that is terrible. But we know what it is. We know what it
facts,
is, right?
yeah, man.
Plus,
Facts, man.
apparently I don't know the statistics, but apparently the ones like the top 10%, the divorce rate is much lower.
Of
Uh,
course.
you know what I'm saying? Like
But they get
much. I'm telling you, that's like in
I'm
the
saying
20s.
prenup.
I
Prenup,
believe.
I would get lower, but
See,
without prenups,
I think even without the prenup, I think
why
even with
not? Yeah,
that,
you got the life. Like, who cares, right?
because like yeah, you live in the life. You know you go get something. You gonna get something.
yeah,
Whether
facts, yo.
prenup or not, you gonna get something. He
This
gonna
is
break you off with something. He's not gonna leave you out dry unless you did him super greasy.
yeah, and this
But
is the
like, you know,
this is the thing I say too, man. It's like because people talk about women going after these high earning men, whatever, and yo, if he's cheating or whatever, and she's not happy, she just don't want to break up a happy. In my mind, I'm like, unless there's a prenup, no, that's your perfect opportunity to get that bag and walk away from him.
Right?
and
You get
even
what I'm
with
saying? Like
prenup, it's not a
that's the way
guarantee.
that's the way I look because it's like okay, you can say there's guaranteed income coming in, but if you mean to tell me I could stay around and get these peanuts and live this lavish lifestyle, or I could walk away with 100 mil or 200 mil, and I can go into my own business ventures.
She'd be crazy to stay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like
but
to me it
again,
makes absolutely no sense.
but again, if she were to take the second route, she would have to understand for you to have a successful business. Remember, you were doing nothing before. Now you gotta grind 60 plus hours in your own business
That's
to
true.
even get it successful. Remember, you were at home sitting pretty, splurging with the money. You forgot?
But
Now you
but
gotta
Rex,
work 60 hours
but
plus.
Rex, if you're smart, you could just take $1 million, put in a what is it, a IRA account, or I forgot what
Yeah.
it's called,
Mhm,
and just live off the
mhm.
Well,
interest. If you're smart,
It-
you get what I'm saying? Like if you're smart,
That's the word. If you're smart, or if you're,
yeah, if you're
because remember, I would hope and pray that if these women are with that top 10% man, whether you stay with him or leave, that you at least got some type of knowledge,
yes, yes, yes,
to like,
yes.
okay, I know how to get to a bag. Like I know how to invest. I know how to make, flip a million to two. And you know what I mean? I would hope and pray. Hope
Th-
and pray.
this is one of the advice that I say. Like whenever I speak to women who be like, "Yo, like I throw up the idea of like, yo, if you get with a guy who got money and he doesn't want you to work and he wants you to be a stay home mom and all that," I always say this: he got to take you out to functions to show off his wife. So
yeah.
link up with these other wives and find out what business ventures they got going, what connections
Exactly.
they got. Stay in touch with them. So this way,
Exactly.
if you ever decide to go on these bit like on a business venture, you got some connects, you got some
There you go.
contacts. You get what I'm saying? Like
Network all
you
day. Yep.
make sure you capitalize on the resources. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
that's what I say.
That's
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 a
what I say
must.
on that. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
But
Networking
but
is key. Like, yeah.
exactly. But I will say this though, man. I don't agree that finance should be what determines if a woman is submissive to a man or not.
I
I
don't think
don't
so
agree
either.
with that. And women who have that mindset that if they'll only be submissive to a guy when it comes to money, that's
Mhm.
the wrong way of thinking because like we said earlier, money and finances could change at any given time.
Blink of an eye.
Yeah, any given
You could
time.
be handicapped and you can't work. But
Yo,
Yeah.
do you think
what
she could still be 100%, like even Asians or whatever the high level
yeah.
submissive ones? Do you think they could be 100% submissive in that situation? Like
Yeah.
100.
In what
Repeat the
situation?
question.
Like
Repeat the
let's
question.
say he is, he's always at work. He's working hard. He's breaking his back. Um, can she still be 100% submissive in that situation where he's
Other
breaking his back? She doesn't see him really.
yo,
Yeah.
dude,
Other cultures, yeah, they make it happen.
we're all Haitian in this panel. Just
Mhm.
look at our parents.
For real though. Like, you know
Just
what I'm
look at
saying?
our parents.
That's
Yeah, bro.
Our
Like
dads wasn't the rich dudes and like they grind. You get what I'm
see,
word.
saying?
that's a different, that's like different generation. They were, I'm sorry for
Yes.
the women now, but they were made different
It
and
is,
But
taught
but
different
but
and
you
taught
have
other
to
different.
but you have to understand it's still being practiced in every other country. It seems
yes.
like except this one, we seem to have a problem. Canada,
Yo,
US seems to be a problem.
yo, my
The
boy,
it's like
my boy lived in Europe, France, whatever, like Europe, like mad European countries, whatever, for like years or whatever. And he was like, yo, when he would conversate with people, he was like the people over there could tell if you're from America or something because once you like just having small talk with them and you start talking about what's your occupation or your job, they don't even bother with you because they're like whatever, like because it's
Oh
not about
wow.
that. It's about other like conversation about other things because finances does not make that person.
So it is the
It's that American culture where it's like,
American
yo,
Canadian too.
yeah, nah, I
Wow.
mean, like, yo, you
bro,
it's that whole
there's women.
it's that whole pursuit of happiness BS. You
Mhm.
got me?
Bro,
It's that whole go
there's
on, go
women in
ahead.
other countries that that they are the breadwinner, or like high up in corporate businesses, their
Yeah.
husband not making that much, or like nowhere near what they're making, and their wife will come home and be submissive to their husband, and
Matter
they are the breadwinners.
matter of fact,
Like,
Rex, I know you in
mhm.
Canada. How is it there? Is it different?
Different. Yo,
I'm
bro,
saying, like, yo,
you keep forgetting these guys always trying to be like US. Come on,
oh,
bro.
okay.
It doesn't end. It
Yeah, they
doesn't
He
said
said
that.
end.
different. Yo, yeah,
It's
but
exactly the same damn thing. It's exactly the same thing in the entire nation, bro. Same
but
thing, bro. Nothing
but
is different.
you
Nothing.
notice though, like you have like Asians come to America,
Keep their culture.
they
Mhm.
they stay to their culture. You have Mexicans come to America, they stay to their culture. You have Indians
Mhm.
come to America, they stay to their culture.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? So they're built different.
Yep.
They're built different. Like and even white America, they're different. Like they're different.
They
Different
are.
color,
They're
different,
different.
different,
But let me
Yeah,
tell you
different
this:
cultural values, bro.
there's nobody living on this country except them that were slaves. So they're gonna have a different mindset. If you were not a slave on this country, like you didn't have ancestors that were slaves, you're gonna see it different. Because if I'm telling you your family was nothing, your great grandmother was nothing, she was beat, she was killed,
Yeah, but
you brought
bro, we
that's gonna
but
we were
trauma.
I
Black
can't agree with that.
Americans
I,
were married at a much higher rate from the '60s and
yes,
'50s and onward. After the
Yes,
'60s, bro, it started going downhill. What do you mean?
and
and
the
this and
stories
this
kept
What,
being
what,
passed down, and then
and this is where I can't agree with that, June, because America was founded from people leaving persecution in Europe.
what you
The
mean?
people that came to America and started settling in America was looking to escape Europe
yeah,
because they were getting persecuted. That's how
Right.
America got founded.
But
So you
yeah.
can't
were they
So
slaves on this country? I mean, were they
no,
slaves?
and Europe, they were
But, what,
treated bad. You might as well say it was like slavery. Like they were treated.
but you're seeing in Europe, not in America.
No, what I'm saying is those
no, but
people migrated to America. That's how America got founded.
the
And
Uh-huh.
Europeans, yeah,
so they had so when they was in America, they had the culture and mindset of yo, we were being persecuted. That's why we escaped. We escaped
yeah.
persecution, so to speak.
That's
So we can't
literally
From,
say
how
like,
Americans got
yeah,
from
we
founded.
Europe, right?
can't.
From Europe.
Yes,
Yeah,
But what I'm telling you is, we're living in a country where they were slaves. They didn't escape. They're in the country in which they were slaves. They're the only people that experience that. So if I hear for generations, I lost my great grandfather because he was hung on a tree, that's different from I heard it was in Europe. I would hate Europe. I would feel a hate for Europe if I knew how my greats was treated. I will feel that. They're
I
the
get what you're
only
saying.
people living here like that. That's why I'm like that. I can't. I see this side because I came from the side where I'm like, why are you acting like that? You making me look bad. But then I'm like, Dag, I kind of get it because you know what? I could say I'm going back to Haiti. Like, like I could say things like
Yeah,
that. What they going to
I don't
say?
know, bro,
yeah,
because like I said, they because of them going through slavery and all that stuff, they knew all they had was each other. There wasn't no
yes,
argument about
yes.
being submit. Well, she's not being submissive to me. She's talking back. She
Yeah.
wants to be independent. There was none of that. All we had was each other. That was it. And then
And
And
they
we
added
we
the
stood
government,
strong.
slowly.
as soon as the government came in, started offering welly checks, and all of a sudden these women
Wait,
talking about they that feminist movement, and that changed quick like that, bro. And all of a sudden now everybody wants to be independent, forget family, hell, even forget marriage. What's marriage now? Marriage is like it's no disrespect to you. I know y'all married, but bro, no one's taking that seriously now. No one.
Yeah, and I
Bro,
want to do.
like you have look what we're talking about. Can a woman be submissive if a man's broke? Like we all we got. Is this
Yeah,
is for real?
yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was about family.
And the thing is, what people don't realize is we need each other. We definitely need each other to survive, because like the less and less that we're getting married and coming up with broken families and stuff like this, the more you see people winding up incarcerated, the more you see people making bad decisions and everything like this. When you have that family structure, it lessens the chance of, like it it's a proven fact, it lessens the chance of kids wind up, resorting to a life of crime.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm
Yes.
like, yo, we need that family dynamic. And what our ancestors realized was everything is not going to be perfect. Like people expect perfection now when it comes to relationships and stuff, and everything is not going to be perfect at all.
Can't be.
But
Mhm.
we live in such a microwave society now that, oh, if it's not perfect, then yeah, I'm out. I'm leaving. You go to the next situation, it's the same thing, and that's not how it works. But I will say this, like other cultures, other countries, like what you said, June, make perfect sense. Where we were born into slave, like it was slavery in America, so they're still in the country that enslaved them, and it brings. But see, here's the thing, though. You're saying we're still in the country of people that enslaved us, but we didn't enslave
Not
each
me.
other.
No, I'm not
No,
trying.
no, no. But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, yes, you can have a mindset, but towards the people who enslave you, we have more distrust amongst each other than the ones that enslave. You get what I'm saying?
But we
And
we sold our people. From what they saying is we're the
yeah,
ones that sold us to them to
yeah,
bring
yeah, yeah,
us here.
definitely, definitely.
So
But
we should have more hate to us.
yeah, but it's just crazy how we trusted one another back in the 60s and
Yeah.
the marriage rate was higher, and now it just went into a transition where it's like, oh, I could do bad by my damn self.
Men killing men in the streets, and it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but
bro, it's more, it's sad, but it's more of a norm that like women are willing to have a baby and be a single mom than to get married first. This is a thing now. They're okay with this.
yeah,
Like
That's
that's a
how bad we
problem.
doing.
but
That's how
see,
That's a
bad some of us
problem, bro.
doing.
but
You
see,
say
here's the thing. Go ahead, June. What'd you say?
No. Go with your point.
Nah, what I was gonna say, because like women will be like, well, that's on the men who they should, look for XYZ. But I'm like, that's where the disconnect is, because women think men are having sex on a regular, and it's like, no, we're not. So I think that's why they're thinking, oh, men are just gonna stop women. Like, nah, we shouldn't have sex. Let's wait till we get married. Nah, dudes are like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
not
that
having sex on a regular, so if I could get
she got
some,
to do that.
I'm gonna get some. Like,
She got to
but
hold out.
but I do agree with you. If there's less sex involved in relationships, that's gonna push to more marriages.
Yes.
I can agree to that. I can agree to that. If there's
But
like so, like,
it's like candy, it's like candy. If you give it to a kid, they're gonna take it, and that's the problem. They give it to us. Like if I'm dating and a woman gives it to me, it's tough. It's tough to resist.
yeah, yeah.
bro,
But you know what though?
thank God
I
you
know
did.
guys who they resisted from having the sex or tried to make move on a woman, and then the woman is like, "Are you gay or something, bro? Like I tried to
Yeah.
give it to you and you
That,
didn't. Like, what's wrong with you?"
that's that's
I've gotten
cool.
that. Like I'm
Cool.
gay because I did that.
And
That's
it's like
cool. Keep it moving.
I'm trying to show you I respect you.
Yes, right.
That's okay.
So
If she can't see that, cool. Kick her to the side. Exit stage left. Next.
yeah,
It's all good. There's too many of them to be stuck on this one that thinks you're gay. Cool. Keep it moving, bro. Like,
but
like
okay. So June, how do you feel about can a woman be submissive if a man is broke? Like,
Yeah, for me, I just don't think women could be submissive like that. I think they show that they're submissive, but there's something devious behind it. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's
mhm.
like, yeah, I'm listening to you, and then you're gonna run and do something different. So to me, I don't know if they could be, even if you have money, they're not fully submissive to you. From my
I
point of view,
disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
that's cool.
No, continue, but I'll explain why. Go ahead.
Remember what you about to say. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I've never seen that full. I've seen it with my parents. Yes, I've seen that. But I haven't seen that after their generation. like where even if you have money, they're complaining about something that you're not doing. Let's say if you're making that money, you don't feed them enough, you don't do this enough, and it's like they're to me, if it's full submission, leave me alone with all of that right now. I'm really trying to do my thing right now, and it's like it can't be like that. I need to hear her complaining because she's telling me something's wrong. So it's like I feel like they can never be because we're always working, we're always trying to do something, we're always trying to. So I don't think a poor guy, she's gonna be. They don't make them like that anymore. They don't. I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
before you go,
I,
June. Before you go, I mean Rex. Let me
Right.
see. You have to think about it. Black Americans lost a lot of their identity, so they're not passing down traditions from 500 years ago,
Good
and they're
point.
passing traditions down from less than 200 years ago.
That's a
At
good
this
point.
at this rate, they're not passing traditions down from 30 years ago,
facts.
30 or 40 years ago, because in the
Ridiculous.
1960s it was different, you know. So yeah, but I get what you're saying, Erica P. I get what you're saying. Go ahead, Rex.
No, June, I hear what you're saying. It's just I think like they want to be submissive. It's in their nature to. The problem is they're just being when they decide to be submissive to a certain dude, the it's
Your
like
friend.
they're submissive to too many F boys. You know what I'm saying? That don't even respect themselves. They have no value. They have low standards, right? And then they're
Hmm.
showing. It's like again, majority of them will be just devious and just lie to them just to get cheeks. So leading them on, misleading them and whatnot. So it's like
Mhm.
they remember they have so many access and options to all these dudes. So they just keep attracting a lot of these F boys out here.
But if she
So it's
met,
like
let's say she messed with Walls, and then let's say she went to mess with you, she's gonna be like, I'm not gonna do the same thing I did there because now Rex is gonna do this and that. They judge us according to the next guy.
But here's the thing,
true,
though.
but
But
Uh-huh.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. This is where I'll give pushback. You have women who'll be like, "My baby daddy ain't ish," still
Mhm.
continue to mess with him, and then when I guess everything blows up, now they want to take that experience that they had, that they knew it was a bad situation, they decided to continue with it, and now you want to bring it to the next. How is that fair to that man if you literally knew this person wasn't crap, but you continued to stay with them, and now that you feel like, oh, I was done completely wrong. Now you go to the next and want to make him pay for the sins that you decided to. I
Oh,
get a
I
situation.
agree. That's
I
wrong.
I get a situation if you were lied to and you was oblivious to it. So you're gonna think, ah, damn, Rex might, you know. But if it's a situation where you
You
knew the
know,
person was toxic and you decided, come on, like,
they're gonna make
how is that
excuses
fair?
why they didn't know though. They're gonna try to make it seem like
of
they
course
didn't
they
know.
will. Of course they will. Of course they will. They won't. They will never admit to ignoring the red flags. I've had only in my lifetime. I've only had a few women that have admitted to ignoring the red flags.
Mm,
I'm talking less than a handful that admitted. So they
Oh,
know they see
yeah,
the
I've
red
had some.
flags. They ignore it, and then but again, it's
Yo,
always
love
the
is blind.
yeah.
please man.
Nah, I don't think it's in the case like because sometimes it's not even in the case of love. It's early signs
Lust.
that they see in the beginning.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like,
But they
No,
they
it's
they
lust. It's
choose
really
to
lust.
overlook them.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? They choose to overlook
because
it.
he looked good or
That's it.
he got a
His
big
his,
D or
his
he's
swag was
making
up.
money or
Some
Yeah,
you
like
know.
superficial,
So
yeah.
yeah,
they
but
overlooked it. You know,
yeah,
that,
man, I totally don't agree with the whole being submissive only for money. You know, because like I
Oh,
said, that
I
could
don't
change
agree with it
everything
either.
like that.
conditional
Yeah, yeah,
submission,
exactly. All right.
basically.
So the last oh, you were saying something before we go to the next
No, no,
one
no.
because
That's it. That's it.
the next story is crazy.
Dumb daddy.
I don't know how you found this
Online, bro. I was like, what? What's
yo,
this?
hold on. I gotta pull it up.
We'll
Hold
pull
up.
it up so they can read this, bro.
Yo, that junk was bananas.
I was like,
Okay.
yo, do you know I had to reread it 3 times
Yeah.
to make sure, like, yo, did I read that for real? Like, maybe there's a spell check or they
Yeah.
messed up. I was like, I had to read it 3 times, bro. I
All
was
right.
like, wow.
check this out. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Okay, my this from a woman that wrote. My boyfriend and I been together 5 years. He got married last year to a very wonderful woman. I helped him pick her ring out and opened a account to help him buy it. Here is my question. His visit has dropped back to maybe once every 2 weeks. And when I complained, he said the only way he could see me more is if he pretended like he had a part time job and had money to show for it. How much is fair to give him to have more time with him before you call me stupid? This is, but before you call, no,
Yeah,
wow,
before
I
you
read
call
that
me,
wrong. How much is fair to give him to have more time with him? Before you call me stupid, this this my idea I want to do is he's worth it. I get a insurance and annuity every month from my dad's death and won't even miss the money. Whew,
yo,
that's a yeah, that's
listen, what threw me off was when she said, "My boyfriend and I have been together 5 years. He got married last year to a wonderful woman." I'm like, "Whoa, what?" I had to read that 3 times. So, first off, side chick of the year. Second,
That's
second,
true. That's
that's
crazy.
yo,
facts, yo. That's
yo,
facts.
that's crazy. Like,
Wow.
do y'all hear this? Like,
Yes.
she helped pick out the ring for him, with him, helped pick out the ring. And now, because he's, not seeing her as much,
Yeah.
obvious reasons, and now she wants to know.
Allowance.
Uh, um, Basically, he said the only way that he's going to be able to do that is if it makes it something
Basically, your
part-time
man's
job.
Basically turning him into a gigolo.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and she said, "How
She's cool
much
with it.
is a fair amount to
Wow.
see it?"
I felt like I was about to watch an episode of Hung.
Yo,
You ever saw the
Yeah.
show Hung? The dude
yeah,
that was a male gigolo.
no, I
Oh
never
wow,
seen,
never seen that.
Yeah, it
I
was an
never seen
HBO
that.
show. It was an
Getting
HBO
paid.
show. Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my
that's
gosh, man.
real.
Like number one, man. This chick
I
is
think
wrong
what's
on she's wrong on so many levels because
I'd
it's
say
like, yo,
I'd say $1,000 a month. I'd say about like maybe no, like 1,200 a month. 1,200. What?
my question is why why waste your time with a situation like that? That's what I want to know.
Wait, for who? For
Bruh,
her?
For why would she wait? Like for her, why waste your time with a situation like that? Number,
bruh,
I
it's
don't know what would make you want to buy like friend take him out shopping for another chick.
bruh. She's playing
There's
her
no reason.
position, bruh. She knows what it is. She's accepted the role. If she's
There's
accepted the
no reason.
role, yo, what can we really say though?
She got to be pranking me, man. She
I thought it was
has
a
to
prank
be
too.
yeah, she has to be because it's like I don't know nobody in their right or left mind that would actually do that. And if
Bruh,
you've been with him for
we
five
live in
years,
a crazy
fe-
world here.
feelings
You'd be
got to be
surprised.
involved. So for you to go shop, yeah, I don't know,
Bro,
yo,
you got people with money spending bags on sugar babies. Come on, bro. Let's be honest here. We live in a
yo,
crazy time.
let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this, right? Have y'all ever dealt with a woman who like y'all was just like it was just like a sexual relationship? There was no commitment, and you found out like they were messing with other people. Did you feel some type of way or anything, or you just kept it moving? Like I'm getting mine, and it is what it is.
I had one
Well,
situation like that where I'm not gonna say I felt weird, but she thought like I was trying to wipe her, and that was happening, and then that made me feel disrespected because it's like I thought it was known that
yeah.
was doing. So for you to think you're hiding that from me, I'm like disrespectful. So that made me feel weird. I felt like the nerves of you. So I don't know. I don't know. I just felt disrespected there, but I didn't feel hurt. Like oh my god, she was messing with another guy. I never experienced that yet.
See,
Yeah, no, I did.
okay, go
Yeah,
ahead, Rex.
sorry, same
Yeah,
with
nah,
me.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
It wasn't like um nah, like I knew what it was. Now, I knew it would be for a short period of time because it starts getting messy when there's like too many people involved, and
Mhm.
I ain't really trying to catch nothing. But younger, just living life on the edge. But thank God, nothing crazy happened. But nah, because I knew what it was, so I wasn't looking for anything more than that. So not necessarily. I didn't. She wasn't trying to get wifed up, or be in a relationship.
Mhm.
So we kind of knew what it was, to be honest. Would
Okay.
I do that now though? If like what I did that back then, would I do it now? Absolutely not.
You
Absolutely
wouldn't
not.
if she was paying you $1,000 a week.
1,000 a week.
No, no, I
See, that's
wouldn't.
a
All right.
different question, though.
No, I know it is. Okay. Here's
Yeah.
where it's at for me.
Mm.
I've had situations in the past where, like, if I'm dealing with a chick or whatever, if she tells me, "Hey, I'm messing with other people," for me, I'm good with that. Like June said, it pisses me off when I'm like, "Yo, we have an open communication, but you're still electing to lie to me."
For what?
Of like, "Oh, I'm not messing with other people." It's like, why
Yeah.
are you lying? Just be straight up open. Like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
literally giving you a green light. Like, yo, if you messing with other people, let me know. I'm good with it. We keep it
But,
G. But
but
you're
you gotta
still
understand
literally,
they're not programmed to do. They're not
I
programmed
understand
to
it, but
be
it's
like
like
That's
the
true.
part where the man gets mad is when you're literally lying and it's an open window, like, yo, let's keep it 100.
Yes.
You get what I'm
that.
saying? Let's keep it 100 with each other. So
Mhm.
in this case, I can kind of understand it where she's like, okay, he's being truthful on marrying this woman or whatever, but I wouldn't get into a relationship with a chick that's seeing multiple people. She clearly got into a relationship with a dude that's in a serious relationship with another chick and then went ring shopping with him.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
so
serious.
I can understand where if I'm dealing with a chick like and it's sexual and it's like keep it open, but I'm not gonna wife her. She clearly was with this dude and still went ring shopping, and now you're gonna pay this man to make it seem like he has a part-time job so he could sneak away from his wife so that he can see you and have
But
viable income to show proof that
That
he
sounds
has a
crazy.
that's so many moving parts,
That's
yo.
crazy.
Like,
wait, here's
oh
here's
my
the
gosh.
here's that you guys have to
That's
keep in
crazy.
mind. Keep in mind. She said her boyfriend and her have been together for 5 years. And
Exactly.
he and hold up. And he got married last year. Meaning I don't know how long he's known his wife for, but he's at least known her for 5 years. So like, you know what I'm saying? She knows a lot about him and he knows a lot about her. You dig? 5 years, bro. And then he probably came up and said, "Listen, I met this woman. I'm really considering on marrying her." I'm more than sure he did tell her that. I'm more than sure.
He
Again, I'm
had
saying
to because they went ring shopping.
that's what I'm
That's
saying. So like they went ring shopping. So she said, "I bet I'm not really trying to break up what we got going on here." He said, "Cool, help me get this ring though." She said, "Bet," and they went together. They did the ring shopping, so she knew what she was getting herself into. She knew
is this
she's willing
real? Is
to
that real?
She's willing to even pay. Are you hearing me? Just to see him. Just to see him. She's willing to pay for his time.
She's wildin'.
That's If
That
that ain't bro, if that
I
ain't
that's
a
think
why that's
passive
why I was
income,
like, yo,
I'm
man.
curious,
That's
bro.
why I was like, yo, that's why I was like, yo, we gotta be getting punked or something, yo. Like
Yeah, that is
because
the most. That's the most brilliant passive income I done ever heard in my life. He don't gotta do nothing. All he do is show up, spend a little bit of time, and he getting paid
yo,
for it.
yo,
Damn.
you probably got some married couples who's like, yo, that's enticing, dog. Like you know what I mean? Like, yo, that's enticing. Like, yes, I think we need to hop on that.
that. Yeah.
I
Well,
promise you this though, man.
look at the brain though.
If I ran into a situation of an indecent proposal,
A million?
where yeah, 1 million, 2 million, whatever the case may be, so I could sleep with your lady or whatever. I'm looking at her like, you better swallow in the whole nine, homie. Like, yeah, you better handle your business.
I could, that I was really sitting there thinking about that. A
Yeah.
million?
Hold up. Erica Pierre said that is delusional. She is a dummy. This side chick is not winning and paying to play. And then she also said, I need her to go to the therapist and get her life together.
That's a fact.
Yo, some women, think about it, man. Like, you got some women who they love the position of being a side chick, and they're like, yo, I'm still getting that bag, and yeah, like, I want to know what this guy does. Like, I want to know what he does. Because he gotta be in the top 10 percentile
Oh, see,
to be
that would make sense.
doing that. You could, but then again, no, it wouldn't make sense, because why would he need a part-time job and
Oh,
verified
sure,
income?
then it's not it.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Unless
So
yeah.
yeah,
No,
he
wait,
wouldn't need a
what?
part. No, I
What you
was like,
mean?
I was saying he would have to be in the top 10% of like high income earners, but I'm like,
Mhm.
that's not true, because he wouldn't need a part time job to show viable income.
Unless he just he probably lying to her too.
Yeah,
Trying to get
it can
more, he
be.
trying to get bread.
Hmm.
No, but I can't think of one situation in which why she would be willing to do that. I can't think of it.
Me, look, man, I'm a chuck it up to we're being punked or something, because yo, that got to be the side chick of the year, like Rex said.
For real, for
Side
real.
chick of the
Yeah,
year, because that's a
absolutely.
crazy situation, man. But I digress. Yeah, we definitely went over our hour mark. This was a fun conversation, man. A great live. I love the conversation that we had. I was very, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this conversation. Um,
So
Everybody that tuned in, we appreciate your support. Definitely, you could have been anywhere, but you decided to hang with us on this Saturday night. June, Rex, anything y'all want to add before we shut it down for the night?
You
I would
know,
say
go ahead, Jim.
no, you go.
No, just don't forget to check us out. Hold up, hear me out though. My dog June and I on Mondays, Wednesdays, 8:15, and the collaboration with Matter of Opinion with our boy Wallace P.
Yep.
Every Fridays. We apologize for yesterday. Same time, 8:15. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. And the newcomers, welcome. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
uh, just tune in. We got some great stuff for you. So,
Yeah.
as you know, don't forget to smash the like button on this live,
Yes. Yes.
please.
Definitely smash the like button.
And
Um.
subscribe, share this, leave a comment. We definitely want to hear what you guys think about the topics that we
Yes.
discussed.
And if you tuned in from Facebook, definitely hop over to YouTube to show that love also on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. June, you got anything you got to add?
Just go in the comments. Just let us know what y'all think, because we really do want to know what y'all think.
Exactly. Yeah, we definitely want to hear what you guys think on
For
that.
sure.
Well, guys and gals think on the subject matter. But with that being said, man, again, we appreciate you guys for hanging with us. And like the great what's his name? Russell Simmons would say at the end of Def Comedy Jam, thanks for coming out. God bless ya. Good night.
Peace
Peace.
out,